Welcome back, friends. We got another good one for you today. This is another round with my black belt professor, Chico. I start the round with a guard pull, and I'm trying to be a little bit more offensive today. So I start scooting towards him menacingly, looking to grab the legs. I'm looking to make any grips I can, and I start to settle for a little collar sleeve. I keep that grip on the collar close to his neck so that I can maybe try and threaten a little bit of a loop choke, but in reality what I really want is the leg, so I want to either come up for a single leg and go for a little wrestle up, or I want to enter into my half guard. Each time I'm thinking of pulling him in to try and go to my half guard, he starts walking away and it's making it really difficult for me to enter into the legs. Eventually he decides to start looking to pass with a knee slide, so I enter into my reverse de la Riva. In my reverse de la Riva, I'm looking to invert under him and maybe try and go for a kiss of the dragon back take, but he's making it really difficult to invert under him, and he begins to switch into reverse half guard. He's really good at passing from this position, so I'm doing my best to keep my knee shield in and use that to extend him out so I can start attacking the near side leg and enter into X guard. I'm able to frame him away enough to get out of reverse half guard, and then I start to control the foot, looking to pull it over and try and go for a back take. But he wants to beat me to it, so he rolls himself, and I think, okay, I'm just going to stay in top half guard. But he has other plans. He goes for this really nice octopus guard sweep, and he ends up bringing me back into half guard. He quickly steps that leg out of half guard, and I'm doing my best to keep my knees in to prevent him from completing the pass. I start looking to turtle as he tries to flatten me out back into side control, but I'm trying to go for a single leg. So I start to grab onto his leg, and I'm looking to get all the way up onto my knees. He frames my head and pins my leg to the mat so that I can't grab the single leg, and he starts to drive his weight all the way forward, making it really tough for me to get on my two knees. I try and grab the leg again, and I'm really insistent on the single leg even though it's clearly not working. I keep driving forward until I'm able to get onto my knees, and I end up in turtle position. He immediately starts looking to break down my turtle. He starts controlling my outside foot, and then he's looking to use his foot to open up my other leg so that he can insert his first hook. As he starts to open up my leg, I decide that I want to roll through and try and recover my guard, hopefully ending up in either a 50-50 or a half guard position. He sees that I'm about to roll through, and then he decides to start sprawling his weight backwards, and then we end up in this north-south sort of position. As he sprawls back, I lose any sort of attachment to his legs, and it's actually really difficult to see, but I'm trying to get some sort of key guard entry onto the other leg, looking to enter into X guard. So I'm trying to use my knee as a frame to push him away so that I can pull that leg out, but what I really have is a not so effective butterfly half guard. I'm keeping my frames both on his shoulder and my knee shield to stop him from smashing his weight into me and flattening me out. He starts to lift my hips, looking to improve his position. I abandon my butterfly hook, and then instead I focus on trying to pull that leg out. Meanwhile, he's trying to clear my knee shield. He starts to control my foot and walk to the side, and what I didn't realize was this creates space for him to step all the way out, so he very quickly steps out and looks to pass. To prevent the pass, I immediately go to turtle, and here we go again, round 2 of me trying to escape turtle. For my turtle here, I'm once again pretty passive because I'm tired. But I'm doing my best to keep my near side knee and elbow together so that he can't get his hook in, and then he starts to try to break down my turtle by going to a quarter Nelson and trying to roll me. I'm doing my best to prevent that from happening, so I'm trying to keep my base as heavy as possible and stop him from rolling me through. Meanwhile, Chico's committed to this quarter Nelson, and then I have no idea what's going through his head here because he kind of just stares off into the distance for a few seconds. But then he decides it's go time, so he brings his knee through, he decides to sit, and then he tries to roll me through. I want to go for an escape that I tried one time where I hoist my hips all the way over and I jump into side control, but he keeps his knee really high and stops that from happening. When that doesn't work, I try and turtle. His grips prevent me from turtling, so I decide to roll through the other way, and now I'm trying to wrestle up again. Chico sits his weight heavy on me and makes the wrestle up really difficult. I'm trying to hold on to that leg best I can, and I go to stand up. His leg's really heavy, and he kicks out, and I fall to the ground. Chico's immediately looking to pass, and he hits this really nice passing sequence where he steps from one side to the other, nearly passing my guard right away. I'm able to keep a sliver of my foot in, and I prevent the pass. I'm trying to turtle again, but this time he has grip, so he's looking to take my back. I must point out that till this point, no points have been scored. He's able to get the second hook in, but he's crossing his feet, so I'll ask you, the audience. Do you think he gets these 4 points for back control? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Regardless, it's about to get a whole lot worse for me. Chico has a grip on my lapel, and he's looking to go for a bow and arrow. I start to turn into him looking to escape, and he transitions into an armbar. And the camera's about to get real shaky, so bear with me. I begin to fight for my life. Chico throws his leg over the head, and he's looking to attack the far side arm as well. But because my ego is my amigo, I continue to fight and refuse to tap. I'm doing my best to try and slide my elbow to the mat so that I can avoid the armbar, but this is a really difficult task. Chico's keeping his legs really heavy and making it really difficult for me to turn into him. Every time I try and swing to escape, he adjusts his position, making it even worse for me on bottom. He starts looking to grab my wrist and to dig under to finish the armbar, and at this point, I'm just looking to buy some time. I'm praying the clock runs out. As he digs under that arm, looking to break that grip, I'm looking to sit up and clear that leg off of my head, and I'm able to clear the leg off my head briefly, but he quickly brings the leg back over. He finally gets the grip break, and now I'm looking to hitchhiker escape, which is not going well for me. As you can probably guess, this is not the most comfortable position for me. I grab my arm again, and I'm doing my best to hold on for dear life. Since the ankle is not quite there for the armbar, Chico starts to look for some sort of shoulder lock. And the round pretty much ends here. I'm able to escape because I never give up, and my training partners are unwilling to break my arm. Thanks. Thank you so much to Manny for filming, thank you to Professor Chico for allowing me to film, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are enjoying this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Oh, and Happy New Year!